ないでくれてありがとう。外れても色あせない。外れても色あせない音楽がここにはある。ここが選んだ場所。俺たちが ENGL。
いいか準備キキな比類なきミュージックディスタートセンターレフライトサイド快音全方幕が開きピーチ目に物を見せる手に汗握るスタンドベリースティルやむに棒説倒せないぜまるで弁慶スタンドベリースティルすべてのミュージックラバー捧げようこのカンフル剤を Right. Oh.
Hang on, Papa, Georgina Stanley. These are the messages that I pass. Run, go for me, run, go for me, run, go for me. Listen to me. Condigi, don't, condigi, don't, condigi, condigi.
終わりない握りだ無尽蔵のモチベ貪欲に勝つ己力信じ投じれ Every day, all day, I still rocking What the yo?
俺のこのビートに乗ろういつものもとアンダーグラウンドタフな心情の鼓動ハート心に響かすバイブス音玉ミュージック俺らのファンデーション人と人をつなげるコミュニケーションミュージックライフスタイルメディテーション日々の言葉ビートのコラボレーション遊びの延長線上での変化予言ペーパーチェスでエンターテインレバースケージ心配ね鉄板同盟世代の鉄板プレイで変化の一滴であり潤すとろみのない切れ味鋭い定番さんシンガラホップいつもの恋いつものノリでストレイトノーチェイサーストレイトノーチェイサーストレイトノーチェイサーまるでマイクを見たシリバスに踊りな難民フェス甘美舞う楽しむ男女ほのくらいダンジョンゾンビ高い温度ありがたがるようなありがたいツイッターでよく見るエセ哲学者大体がセリーグマジでバカペラペラペラペラ何がなんだか綺麗なお姉さん使ってチャンバラあちらも先生した素晴らしいベロエンジョイスーパーラッピー絶対した素晴らしいベロエンジョイスーパーラッピー
Okay. Let's start. Just finishing a couple of things. And we are going to get back to sculpting. Bon, ça va, Adam? Ça faisait longtemps. T'es toujours là? J'espère que t'es pas juste venu pour shitposter et puis ensuite partir sans dire au revoir. Ça se ferait pas quand même. So yeah, today I'm gonna try to play a little bit different music because I'm starting to get a little bit fed up of the lo-fi copyright-free playlist I'm usually playing. I don't know if I'm gonna be in trouble, but I don't think I'm a big YouTuber enough to have an issue with that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if the YouTube robot or the Twitch robot is gonna get me. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Where are you? Boom. Alright, so seems like my microphone is working, everything is working. Should be good enough. So let's go. So here's our character. I don't know if it's maybe the sound, the music is a bit too loud. Just make sure that's okay. So that's the character. That's what we did on the last stream. To recap a little bit, this guy is gonna be our first enemy of the game. It's gonna be one of the minions. So it's a weakling. It's part of it's a member of a cult. The cult is gonna be your main enemy during the game. And is one of the lowest rank in the cult, so we're trying to find a cool design but not so badass, because we want to, like I said, make him feeling like he's a weak guy. So when we designed since it's the first guy we did for the cult, we found an idea that the cult would be based on would have a bird theme going on with this cult. We found that it was a good idea because in our game we're gonna be assisted by little creatures that looks like chinchillas, and the main enemies of the chinchillas is the birds. So we were like, yeah, could be a good idea that if you are helped by little creatures that look like chinchillas, maybe you would be fighting something related to their predators, which is birds and rapace. So we went with that. This guy is inspired, especially for the head, is inspired to the pigeon. So small beak, round head, a little bit of this kind of part here that's looking like the kind of skinning the fatty tissue that the pigeon got above the beak. And so we went in Blender directly, and we've tried to figure out the design for this guy. At the same time we were working in 3D, and when we had something we liked, we started to redo a pass on this and sculpting and polishing a little bit more, which we did. And we are at a place where the sculpting is almost done. I would say that the sculpting for this kind of character, which is again an enemy, I don't want to spend too much time on this guy. I want to keep it simple. I don't want to go too overboard in the design or even in the polish, because I'm alone on this project. I need to go fast. I need to not spend too much time on little details that is not gonna be seen by a lot of people anyway. So I need to keep getting focus on this guy. So like I said, even if the sculpt is quite simple, I would say I'm not getting too much in micro details. We're almost on something that is good enough for this guy. All that is missing is a little bit of I think we said that I don't know, what do we need to improve? I think they're gonna be like this small piece of geometry here that I want to refine a little bit more. We're gonna want to also this need, even if I said I didn't want it to go too much into details and polishing stuff, I still want to go a little bit more in details on this area. Same thing on this piece of cloth here that's looking a little bit weird. It's just looking like we stick something on top of the sleeve, which looking weird, I would say. Not so much with the cell shading, which is a good thing, but still, maybe we can do something better with that. And then Yeah, I think I'm crossing my fingers, but we might be able to finish this guy for, I mean the sculpting for today. I'm crossing my fingers, but I would really love to finish this guy. That would mean that we spent, let me see, that it's the number 12. I'm doing around 2 hours a stream, so that would mean that we spend 24 hours on the sculpting and on the design, which is not so bad, which means it's like not even a week of work, of if we counting with 8 hours per day. So that's not so bad, actually. That's not so bad. We have I like the rhythm guts. So let's keep with that. Alright, so we said that today you're gonna go pass through my sculpting. You're gonna be the first. So let's see, I feel like everything, all this design we chose to go with something a little bit more rounded. Like we got a curve here. You see that we got a curve. Even if we're keeping a sharp angle, we still have some curves. So we probably need to refine a little bit the shape of those guys. I would think that maybe all it needs is to grab those pieces. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make it properly. So I'm gonna create a loop, edges between them, so that it's gonna be easier when I'm gonna grab the edges like this, and I'm gonna do a bevel with some subdivision like this. So that's the first step, and then let's go with the sculpt mode. I'm gonna add my materials, subdivide, but the thing is, before subdividing, I want to keep this sharp angle here, so I'm gonna have to crease those. Oh, you know what? I can even just remove. Yeah, it's gonna be even cleaner for my topology. So let's make some cleaning a little bit on the topology before sculpting. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna be easier for us when we're gonna start to sculpt for real. So like I said, I want to dissolve, but I want to keep my vertices so that this one doesn't disappearing. This way we're creating a quad, so everything is quad, so that's good. So we're gonna do the same thing for those guys, and then we're gonna push you here. Alright, and make some space. You don't want okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of tedious task, but it's gonna be much needed. Just making some room, and I'm gonna add some subdiv here to get some shapes a little bit closer to the square rather than the rectangle. And then I don't need the crease here anymore, so thank you. And I can go back to my sculpt. Let's go to the sculpt. I'm gonna go back to my multi-res modifier, and I'm gonna go into the advanced tab. I'm gonna say I want to keep the corner. So this way, when I'm gonna subdivide, you see that the corners is kept. So I got my sharp angle here, but also I got my sharp angle here. So everything is perfect, but all these curves is well smooth. That's exactly what I want. So now we can go sculpting. Do I have enough resolution? I don't think so. So I'm gonna subdivide once more time, and again, and it should be plenty enough. Alright, so just need a little bit of variation, because the reason why is holy shit, what's going on? I think it's because of the bevel. Yes, it is. So I'm gonna have to remove the bevel modifier. But the reason why I'm doing this is just to have a little bit of some variation. I don't even see it, but I don't want to go too overboard here, because I don't want to be to have these parts be too noisy actually. Oh yeah. Now that it's done, just make the pose. What's going on there? You're looking weird, man. So you bring... Okay, that's weird. Now it's better. Okay. And the last thing I want to do is probably the solidify. I want to have the offset at -1. And the reason why it's... I want to keep my sculpt... I don't want any pushes on those face on the front, especially when I'm sculpting folds, and I don't want any polygon that overlaps because of a push made from the solidify. So I'm putting an offset of -1 so that everything is pushed down, but the faces that's front of the camera won't be affected by the solidify, which is what I want. So I'm gonna have to do that for all of this here. That's... oh no, you gonna say I want to go in the solidify modifier, not the outline modifier. Here we go. So now we're ready. We're gonna do exactly the same thing. Here we go. So we're gonna keep the corner, subdivide 3 times, and just create some details. Really simple, nothing too fancy. And don't forget to bring it back. Oh yeah, I need also every time to delete my bevel. I don't need the bevel anymore because with my multi-res I'm bringing a lot of subdivision, so I don't need any beveling anymore. Maybe we'll go back on the thickness. I think the thickness is too high for this piece of cloth, but we'll do that at the end. Alright. So subdividing 3 times again. This one I want something a little bit closer to the edge to have a little bit more variation, trying to avoid to have always the same shapes, which can make the design boring. This should be enough. Remove the bevel. Exactly like this. And last one, oh, I forgot to go into the sculpt mode. So last one, let me put the oh yeah, remove the subdivision, because you're gonna mess up with my multi-red subdivision modifier. Now it's perfect. Let's go there. Subdivide, subdivide, subdivide. Like this. Maybe a little bit of crease. Okay. Remove the bevel. And we're done. So I'm just gonna bring my solidify and see if I can play with the so this one is the outline. I don't want the outline, I want this one. So for some reason hello Niehe, how you doing? Glad to see you there. You just joined the Discord. Awesome, man. Yeah, I set up the Discord today. I think I'm gonna try to manage this a little bit more. I'm gonna try to use the Discord as a place where I'm gonna put all my all the small because this is this guy for example is I'm just working on him during the live stream, but when I'm not on a live stream I'm working on some other stuff, mainly the main character. Right now I'm working on the everything that is rigging related for the main character, so probably gonna post some cool things on the Discord. It's gonna be used for me to post some things that not big enough for me to make a big announcement, you know, on YouTube, but just cool enough for a Discord, just sharing a picture or something like that. The main character looks badass as fuck. Thank you, you like it. I'm glad that you like it. I spent a lot of time on this guy, and I'm glad. You know what? I'm gonna even show you what I got when I'm saying I've been working on the rigging. I can show you in the Unreal Engine, so you're gonna have a clear idea of how it's gonna look in Engine, because the picture I posted on Twitter is in Blender, but it's even better when it's moving. It's gonna be gender locked, or will you be able to choose? No customization. It's cool, but it would be too much of work for me. I think it's a cool feature, but it doesn't worth the time for me to try to do two gender, because it's not just a model. It would mean that I would need to also do a different animation, one for a female, one for a male. It's tricky. So yeah, it's gonna be gender locked. It's no customization. Sorry, I led with no, but actually I wanted to say yes, gender locked. So yeah, you're gonna have to play your female character. I hope you're okay with that. Where are you? SILKROAD still loading. So while Unreal is still loading, let's go back to our clothes there. So where are you from, Nie, by the way? I was wondering because I'm trying to find the proper time for me to live stream. I know that it's difficult for people from Europe when I'm live streaming at these hours during the week. You're from Spain, so that means it's quite late, right? It must be like what time there? It must be 2 in the morning. No, 1 in the morning, man. My computer is saying no more. I've seen previous streams of yours that were around 17 p.m. here. Yeah, because I'm living in Canada, so North America, on the East Coast. So that's during the weekend. I'm trying to do that during the morning for me. So that's for European guys. It's more like 17, 18 p.m., which is easier. Usually there is more people during the weekend because of that, but during the week it's hard for me to do this in the morning because obviously I got a day job, so I need to work. I hope you can visit Canada someday. Yeah, it's really cool place, really beautiful place. If you can visit Canada, you're gonna love it. It's good to visit, but it's also good to live there. I'm from France, but I moved to Canada, and really that was the right decision for me. Life is awesome here. Yeah, I would guarantee that it is rad. Which is it your favorite band? What kind of music you listening? All right, let's TWRP. I don't know this band. I'm around rock and funk. I might be interested in that. Rock and funk. Okay. Is it a young band or it's a old one? But yeah, I kind of like everything that is funky, you know? So if you're telling me that this rock band is also funky, I would be interested. They are this really cool funky band that have been around since okay, so for a long time. Fictional band, by the way. Everyone's in character. Okay, you got me interested. I will check that after the stream. Okay. %200% recommended, not just 100%, but 200%. That means it's really good, eh? Do you know which city are they from? Are they Eastern Canada, Western Canada, like Montreal, Toronto, or maybe Vancouver? Maybe they're French Canada? I think they are from Toronto, so Ontario. Ah, that's cool. I'll check that. Thanks for the recommendation. They are from Halifax, okay. So yeah, from the Atlantic coast. That's cool. I've never been to Halifax. Okay, so let's see how it's looking in cell shading. We can barely see the difference. Is it because, oh yeah, no, the link is not properly done, that's why. I wonder why the link is not done. It's weird. Okay. Those is bird people have some background story. That's the thing. It's for now it's a little bit difficult for me because I'm doing the design at the same time I'm doing the backstory. It's so I would say for now not so much, but what I know about this cult thing is that to explain a little bit where this cult is coming from, it's, you know, that the main story is you trying to how can I explain that? It's the main story is starting like several hundred years ago. You have 3 territories, so you have 1 kingdom, 1 confederation, and 1 state. And at this time, everybody was there was a lot of interaction between the people of each of these territories. There was a lot of exchange. The culture was flowing between each of them, and at some point, everything stopped. All these this kingdom and states started to become really self-isolated, and they didn't want it to have any interaction with their neighbors. And the reason why, it's because of this sculpt. They got a plan. Actually, they got a goal, and the goal is to keep the people not trying to learn cultures for the other part of the world, you know. So it's really go back to your own kingdom, own country, and stay there, and don't try to be curious about anything else. So that's the goal. The reason why they are doing this is because there is kind of a war in the the celestial kingdom. Exactly, a little bit, yeah. That's a little bit that. And the reason why they're doing that is there is something called a celestial kingdom, which is where the gods of this world are living. So you can imagine that in the sky you got also a divine kingdom, and in this divine kingdom there is kind of a little war between one person and one group of person and another group of person, and the reason I have some difficulty to explain myself in English. Hopefully I did you know, the video I did on my channel. Where are you? Huh? This one. So yeah, I'm explaining it here. In this game, the world is divided into 3 different territories: a kingdom, a state, and a confederation with their own culture. 200 years ago, a wise person was able to unite people and reconcile rulers, and with him, the world entered an era of prosperity. To thank him, the divine emperor, who reigns over all the gods, appointed him a heavenly minister and made him immortal. This created jealousy among the other immortals, and one of them conspired to make this new favorite lose face. He formed a cult in the mortal world that would bring mistrust among people and force each territory to isolate themselves and destroy all international trade, and in so doing ended the Golden Age. When the wise man understands what is going on, he will look for someone who can, once again, unify people and bring harmony to the world, and that person will be you. So yeah, that's the thing. It's a cult that's made by this immortal that is jealous of the mortal that became a god. Is like, you know, this bad guy is like, no, mortal can be god. Mortal are we are better than the mortals. A mortal that becoming god is never gonna be a god like us. So there is some jealousy in this guy. So his plan is, since this mortal is becoming like the minister of the a new minister, he's like, okay, so I'm gonna bring mistrust into the people, into the mortal world, into the people, so that it's gonna be clear that this guy is doing a bad job. You know, this heavenly minister is doing a bad job, because since it's become a minister, below it's all becoming shitty, you know. So that's its plan. He's formed this cult, and in his this cult is working for this this god, and the god is and the cult is trying to bring fear of the other in this world. I hope it's a little bit more clear. You liking the UI icons over the NPC? Thanks, man. I can't say it's gonna stay like this forever, but yeah, I spent a little bit of time trying to figure out you know, a good some ideas, you know, for the some art direction for this. Jealousy, exactly. It's always about jealousy. So it might change in the end, because I'm not expecting to release anything. It's gonna take years for this project to have something. So, you know, in years, it can, for me, I can have new ideas, or I can want to scrap everything and redo something else. So it might change, but for now, that's where I want to go. And I like this idea. The reason why is the way I'm seeing how the character is gonna encounter the who's gonna be the main antagonist of the game for the character is gonna evolve. And I think it's interesting, because when you're gonna play the game, you're gonna be in the point of view of the main character, which means you have no idea of all this divine world and how it's working and how it interacts with the mortal world. You have no idea of that. All you know is that there is a cult. You're discovering that there is a cult, and they're doing bad things. And for the let's say half of the game, that's gonna be your main enemy. And at the middle of the game, you could have a revelation, and you could have this revelation like, oh, you know what, actually the main bad guy was actually this guy, and it starts to becoming what was just human and mortals and something more earthly, you know, start to become way more fucked up, with your enemy becoming gods, and you're starting to fight gods. And I think I like this progression in the threat, you know. I like how it's going so far. Please don't scrap everything. I don't want to scrap everything too. Round character villains are the best. What do you mean by a round character? Making amends with a rival is one of my favorite themes. Yeah, it's true. It's another. It's one of the tropes we see a lot in the anime, is the rivalry. I have a lot of trouble saying this word. That's something I might be, like you said, I might be able to exploit between the mortal and the immortal. Okay, maybe a little bit less thickness for those guys, like this. Stand behind, like Vira from Gurren Lagann. Exactly, I love Gurren Lagann. Anyway, I love anything that the Trigger Studio is doing. I didn't saw all of their work, but Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill are one of my favorite animes. They are doing some really cool stuff. So let's see what we want to fix. I don't like this piece of clothes here. Who are you? Let me see in... Oh, so we don't need... I think we don't need this piece. We can remove all these faces here. We don't need that. Remove, delete face. Let me see if it's brought something a little bit. We're gonna clean it. Gurren Lagann just became one of my favorite animes since everyone's been telling me to watch it, but I never did it till recently. Yeah, it was a little bit the same for me. I watched Gurren Lagann after Kill la Kill because I went on Kill la Kill. I don't know if you know this anime. It's made by the same studio, but I was really blown out by the quality of this anime. I was like, I want to see more, and then I saw that they also did Gurren Lagann, so I was okay. Let's go for Gurren Lagann, and it was also really good. If you like Gurren Lagann, you're gonna like Kill la Kill. I'm sure of it. Why this? A little bit less of thickness. Or maybe a little bit more. Yeah, one is good. Same thing here. Trigger makes such good action animes and movies too, like Promare. I didn't see Promare yet, but it's on my to-do list. It's really on my to-do list. So this piece here, this yellow piece, I think I'm gonna remove it because I want to keep to make it in texture. I don't think I need to have something in. I don't want to make it in geometry. Doesn't have to be in geometry, so I'm gonna remove it like this. Whoop. Oh yeah, I forgot about Unreal. So here is the main character into Unreal. So that's who you're gonna play directly into Unreal. Let me see if I can plug controller. If you do texture, you can even go to make more pattern and variation. Yeah, that's the plan. I want to add a little bit more details with the texture anyway. But yeah, and you see that's... So it's a little bit weird because I put that as an enemy for now to test the logic. So the main character is gonna replace the yellow mannequin. Right now it's just an enemy, and it's always doing the same animation just to see if the animation was working properly. But you see the quite of the idea. I work on the physics too a little bit. So you see that the hanging clothes and this kind of thing is moving around. So you got the physics moving around. So when I'm giving I'm pushing them, you see the hanging clothes are flowing. Yeah, the camera is really funky. Yeah, that's gonna be something that needs to be fixed. The camera is made that if you are engaged by an enemy, it's gonna try to snap and make sure that you see all the enemy in the camera. The camera is always trying to figure out how many enemies there is engaged in the combat and on the screen, and trying to make sure that it's on the screen. It's really important for me to have so that the player has a great picture of what's going on. I don't want to have you know a camera that is in the back of your, especially with the spirit that's following you. At the beginning I had traditional camera like this, where the camera was behind the character, you see, and you see the issue I got. The spirit is so big and it's also in your back that most of the time it was hiding the action. It was really bad. So that's why I went this idea of a camera that snap and try to always follow the action, so that it's more clearer what's going on, you know. So yep, that's what I've been doing during the when I'm not on stream. Such talent, you're very creative. Thank you, man. That's some really nice words. Thank you. Okay, let's finish this guy. Let's finish. Oh, you know what? You know what I forgot to do? Now I'm thinking about it. I didn't even... I'm feeling I'm dumb, but I didn't even plan what's gonna be the weapon of this guy. We need to give him a weapon. I wish I ever get to be as productive as you with my own projects. You can do it. You just need to find something that you really like, and for me, I'm lucky because I found it. It's doing that. It's really something I really love, and it's well, no, I won't say it's easy, but at least it's I'm able to spend hours on this without being tired too quickly. I got some suggestions. Chakram, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. Are you in my head? I was damn. I was thinking, I swear to God I was thinking the same thing. Let me just make sure that it's the what I thought. Yeah, but yeah. Okay, maybe not chakram, maybe not like the round thing, but you know, the one that is I really like 3D but never got to learn, but I know a fair amount of pixel art. I'm aiming for low poly pixel animation. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, the thing with 3D is that it became quickly it became really quickly technical. You know, there is a lot more technical knowledge you need to do with 3D rather than 2D. 2D is more intuitive. It's like just draw, you know, which for me, for example, I'm better at 3D because this liberty you got in 2D is, for people like me, is a lot to handle, and it's really hard, you know. It's not so easy to just have a piece of paper, just a pencil, and do something, you know. It's for me there is like it's a jump in the emptiness. With my profile, the 3D is more I wouldn't say easy, but it's more logical. There is more the fact there is more rules make me, it's easier for me to find a path, you know. But yeah, that could be fun. That could be. Let's go with. I wasn't sure about this kind of weapon, but since you mentioned it too, that means it's making sense, right? As if it come. Yeah, it's so my profile. I think my profile is more technical than creative. It's I think I'm someone that is this weapon is really cool. Let me grab my preref. I'm gonna open my preref. But in my day job I'm an artist, but I have sometimes I have the feeling that I forced myself into the artist job because I really wanted to be an artist, but I don't think it's my first calling, you know. It's I think my brain is wired in a way that it's more easy for me with everything that is more logical and technical rather than really purely creative. So that's why that's probably why I'm so at ease with 3D rather than 2D. So let me open the PureRef. Okay. So yeah, I like this weapon because we got these wings, you know. We can play with that and doing this, adding some wings so that it's we're keeping the bird theme. Maybe a boomerang. If not, I'm trying to go for flying weapons. Maybe even throwing knives that look like feathers. Yeah, I was looking at two things at the before I forget. I was looking maybe to knives or to chakram kind of things. The thing is, since it's the first enemy, I'd want to avoid anything that is distance, because this guy is gonna be my first enemy when which I'm gonna build the combat mechanics system, and I want to start with something simple, meaning mostly melee. So I think so that I can build my combat mechanics, I need to start with something that is melee, and then I will add the distant combat, you know. But I want to start with something melee, so that's why probably not flying knives, but yeah, let's go with chakram. Let's go with something chakram kind of things, because I like the shapes. It's looking like wings, and that's nice. That's a nice fit with the theme of our character. And something I wanted to, I was thinking of is I need a weapon that has a small range, you know, because again, this character is the the weakest of the character. So I don't want to have. I see like a progression. Like the more the character is dangerous, the more we're gonna give it range in the weapon. So for example, like a lieutenant or an elite enemy would have like a long sword that it's really difficult to reach. You know, it's it's posing more of a threat because since it got a long range, you have to be a little bit more careful. But what I like with the chakram is it's really small range weapon, so that it's a little bit a little less difficult to handle, I think. Exactly. It's the weakest, but the design is you mean for the character or for the chakram thing? You got your ideas on point, my dude. Thanks. Thank you, man. I think there is something that's called Qatar. I think the I don't know the yeah, this Qatar weapon. Could be also something to look at. I don't know. The thing with the Qatar is that we're losing the wings, the wing shape. Probably not the best idea. So I'm just browsing Google and trying to find some references and just adding them into my preref, so it's gonna be used as a reference. This can be cool. These are cool. The shape is cool. The fact that you can separate in two, and you got the yin and yang shape. This one can be cool too, because you definitely have a wing. A wing shape. They can still have some shape, like if they put it in one side of the outer forearm with some wing decoration. The kata, I mean. Yeah, it's true, it's true. Let's go on Pinterest, see if we can find something else. Let's go with kata first. I don't want any VPN, thank you, Bitdefender. So yeah, the weapon is gonna be rushed a little bit, but because I completely forgot about them, but I don't want to spend too much time on this. But I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm okay with the weakest enemy to have some elements that's a little bit rushed. This is cool, like the but I don't want something too complex in the around the wrist. I see that it's covering the wrist, and I don't want to redo the design around the wrist. It's a little bit late for that, so might be interesting for another type of enemy, but for this one we need to keep it simple, I think. But yeah, this weapon is really cool, eh? Oh, here we go. We are in the Bloodborne concept art. That's escalated quickly, eh? This is cool. There is some seriously cool weapon, eh? Look at that. That's fucking awesome. Is it some like gun thing? Is it a gun kata? That's awesome. I'm just gonna keep it for the idea, but I'm not gonna use it for this guy, but I want to save it somewhere. I really like this. Hey Black Celano, how you doing? How you doing today? We're trying to make a weapon for this guy. We completely forgot to give him a weapon. He was going to the combat just with bare hands. Poor dude. That won't fit. That's not fair. The shape is cool for this one. But yeah, every time I'm opening Pinterest, I get lost and spending too much time looking pictures. Oh, here we go. Here's the I'm gonna save it into, well, weapons. Perfect. Let's go with that. But this idea is so cool. The firearms with the kata thing. It's probably something that we're gonna do for one of our characters, I think. The idea is so cool. Here's the yeah, I got it. So powder's a thing in this world, right? Everything is a thing. I mean, I got a character that's wearing Adidas pantsuits. Why would powder won't be a thing, right? Okay, let's go back to the chakram idea. And I guess magic too, since there is that guardian exactly, you got the guardian spirit, you got the all the divine gods and stuff, so you're gonna have I can do things like creatures, you know, really scary shit. Mechas is a little bit too far-fetched, I would say. I don't want to go into the futuristic. I would say that the limit would be modern, but like modern in the 80s, you know. It's like a or even maybe not. When I say that, it's like, let's say for example, if I want to make a TV screen, it's gonna be those big TV, cathodic TV, you know. So there is a little bit of retro in the modern elements, but I want modern elements. So that's the kind of idea I got in mind. So blending these really old school, traditional style and clothing for the architectures too. And when I'm putting some modern elements, I want to have this almost today, you know, it's the modern style but almost today, not exactly today but almost today. Exactly. Je vais bien aujourd'hui, j'ai essayé de refaire un coffre et je suis un peu bloqué sur la serrure et je veux faire un coffre un peu amoché mais je sais pas comment pour le moment. C'est cool ça. Comment tu t'y prends pour faire le coffre? Est-ce que tu fais tout dans Blender? This is interesting, the shape. Okay, let's go with that. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Like I said, I want to be. I don't want to lose the flow, you know, of modeling. So let's not spend so much time on this. It's almost 2 AM now. Yeah, so I'm gonna go catch some sleep. Thank you for being there, Nihei, and thank you for coming by, and for the idea for the chakram weapon. That's really cool. So I'm telling you, have a good night and see you next time, eh? See ya, bye. Oui, tout sur Blender et sans modèle. Si tu veux faire des choses un peu cassées, on va dire un peu abîmées dans Blender, n'hésite pas à le sculpter en fait. N'hésite pas à sculpter ça, par exemple. Là, je prends un cube. Tu peux très rapidement partir dans le sculpt, activer ce qu'ils appellent, c'est là-dedans, ça s'appelle Din Topo. Tu actives ça. Tu mets une certaine résolution. Alors, il faut trouver le bon chiffre là-dedans. Laisse-moi essayer avec. Si je peins comme ça. Ouais, non, c'est pas assez. Donc là, par exemple, si tu te mets en constant detail. Non. Et que je mets une résolution de 1. Non plus. Ah, il faut que j'aille un peu plus haut peut-être. J'ai oublié comment ça fonctionnait ça. Ah, j'ai tout oublié. Constant detail et je pense qu'il faut avoir un petit chiffre. Non? Bah là. Ah mais attends, parce que... Ouais. Ok. Voilà, c'est ça que je cherchais. Tu vois en fait ce qui se passe quand tu utilises le bon brush. J'utilisais pas le bon brush là, mais quand tu actives le Din Topo, plus tu montes la résolution, plus tu vas pouvoir être capable de sculpter des détails. Donc je vais y aller peut-être avec au début un 0,5. Et tu vois que là où je suis en train de passer mon brush, ça crée de la topologie. Et ça va être utile pour toi. Si tu veux faire abîmer des choses, vas-y avec un brush du genre Scrap Pix, I think. Et tu vois, hop, juste en jouant avec là-dessus, je peux comme abîmer. Tu sais, hop, je passe dans les coins. Là où, à chaque fois là où tu as un edge, bah viens creuser un petit peu là. Et comme ça, tu vas pouvoir donner un effet abîmé à des choses qui ont des formes de boîte. Alors juste donnez-moi juste 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Mais ouais, c'est ça le conseil que je te donnerais si tu veux sculpter dans des choses cassées dans Blender. Utiliser le brush, ça s'appelle le scrap, et utiliser le din topo. Ok, donc on va retourner sur notre perso. Puis allons-y à fond là, allons-y rapidement. Je vais mettre mon puref sur. Il est où? Il est par là. Je vais enregistrer ça et puis je vais le mettre sur mon second écran, comme ça je le garde ouvert. Et puis on va vite designer une arme pour ce cas-là. Je vais créer une nouvelle. I'm sorry, I forgot I was speaking in French. So I said that we're gonna go quickly with that. So I'm gonna create a new scene so that I got something empty. An empty scene is gonna be easier for me to work on that, and we're just gonna do something quite simple, I would say. Ok, merci. Par exemple, j'ai fait une barre de fer qui fait le tour du coffre en passant par la serrure. Je peux l'utiliser pour faire les défauts du métal. Oui, tu peux utiliser ce brush sur n'importe quelle mèche, n'importe quelle forme. Ça marche avec tout, même des cylindres. Tu peux y donner un. Tu peux essayer ça là. Okay, so let's start with a plane. We're gonna give it a symmetry like this, and let's start with the. I want to go with something maybe like this, sharp here. So let's try to find a cool shape.
这里我们将借着一种最常见的交通工具，刻画出这个大都市中现实生活的一面。
So that would be the blade. At least that's how I'm seeing it right now. Let's so I'm gonna do the fillet of the blade like this. I need to redo the crease. Okay, here we go. So one cool trick I like to do. Hey Dinodio, how you doing? How are you? I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm glad to seeing you there. Du coup, je voulais juste faire un petit coucou, je vais dormir moi aussi. Ouais, pas de problème. Bah, merci d'être passé et puis à la prochaine et bonne chance alors avec ton coffre. Tu me diras où tu es rendu. Salut, bye. Alright, so let's do a trick. We're gonna select all the fillets. And how does it work? I forgot how the I think it's working. I need to select those parts. We're gonna do a solidify, and you see that by selecting my by selecting first the face in the inside of the weapon, I can have a difference of thickness between the inside and the outside, which is really cool. So here we go. Maybe I want to go completely complete like this, and here too I don't want to I want to be snapped like this. So this way probably don't need. Yeah, I want to have this. Gonna save it and a little bit more subdivision. The fact that here I got some issue with the the clipping is really annoying. I need to change here, so 0.1 should be enough, should do the trick. Here we go, yes. So that you see that with my trick with the solidify, all I'm doing is pushing the vertices onto each other, but actually we got an issue because the vertices are not merged, they are just stacked on each other. So I'm gonna add another modifier which is called the weld modifier, and I'm gonna put it after the solidify. Wait, just I just realized that I need to take the solidify and put it before the subdivision. So same thing with the weld, I'm gonna put it after the solidify but before the subdivision, like this. So now I can grab this, I can grab this, and I'm gonna make a solid. You know what? Now I want to put the subdivision before the solidify. The result is better. Yeah, so let's go with that. Shade smooth. I'm gonna add a loop here, so that I'm gonna remove the crease. And here we go. So we got our first shape. So let's bring the handle. So we're just gonna bring just a simple cylinder that I'm gonna rotate, scale like this. Okay. So might need a little bit more thickness. Let's go with that and try to refine a little bit the shapes. I'm not too happy with the shape. Maybe try to find a shape a little bit more dynamic, I would say. Okay, how I'm gonna do the maybe this needs to be a little bit this side. I think it's too thick on the front. Okay, and let's do the maybe a second blade that's gonna be more like I'm just gonna grab a plane, put it here, and it's gonna be my canvas where I'm gonna cut inside, and I'm gonna try to find like a shape of a let's go maybe something like that, and I just want to keep this faces, so I'm gonna wait.
我的手表，你的时间，我的诺言，你的表演，我的简单，你的眼泪，我的遗忘，你的后悔，我的你的我的谁的错了对了灰了你的我的。
And I'm gonna say to my subdivision modifier, I want to keep the corner. So here the idea is gonna be to have a second blade kind of thing. What's going on there? Holy shit. Okay. Something like this, and we're gonna do the same tricks as before, which means we're gonna select these vertices and then add the solidify, so that we got a nice fillet. Let's go with that. I want to remove this too. I want to be sharp. That's like this. We're gonna do a symmetry like this, and let's adjust a little bit more. The shape of this. So maybe I could have this corner go like this. Maybe I want a little bit more definition here to have a better curve. Something is wrong here. Oh yeah, it's because I need to crease those as well to help to keep the right. So this way we're gonna a second pick, so that it's making the weapon a little even more aggressive. Let's go with that. Should I try to add even one more? Might be a little bit overkill. Might be a little bit too much, I would say. Yeah, it's a little bit too much. Okay, so let's do something in this part. What can we do with this cylinder that's interacting with the rest? Let's see if I can add. We're gonna try to use the same techniques as before, meaning that we are gonna bring a plane, and we just gonna draw something here. So like this. Let's see. So I'm gonna clean that. So I'm gonna redo my So I need a cut here. I know that I'm gonna need a cut here. This is gonna be okay. We can go like this and this. And so for this one, I'm just gonna do a like this. So I want to make it straight here too, straight here and straight here. Okay, so now let me bring a subdivision. I want it to be sharp, same thing here and same thing here. And then let me sharpen this also, it's gonna be better. Let's go for a solidify just a little bit less than this piece here. And this time I'm gonna do a bevel, but I'm gonna do a bevel before my subdivision. Or maybe after. Actually after is working too. So we got something clean like this. Do I like it? I don't like this this thing here. So I'm just gonna bring, I think it's too small. I'm just gonna bring this. It doesn't make any sense, I would say. It's a little bit no, definitely no. Okay, no, I don't like it. Let's remove it. Let's redo our curve here. But maybe on this side this could be interesting. So let's try it. Whoa, what's going on there? What is going on there? Is it because my topology? Oh shit, yeah, it's because my topology is all messed up, so I'm gonna remove this edge. I'm just gonna do triangle, but it's not so bad. I think it's too heavy. It doesn't have any room for the hand. I'm probably gonna need to push it way more. Yeah. Let's go with that. Oh, there's something. Yeah, let's go with that, but okay, I think we are almost there. Like I say, I'm going really quick on this one, but I don't want to spend too much time on this weapon. This is something that I didn't plan, it's a mistake of mine, but yeah, I do better next time. I'm just gonna bring another. What would be the best? The best would be. Yeah, okay, another cylinder. Scale it, rotate. Whoop. Wrong axis. Exactly, this one is better. This one is gonna go there. Bevel, so that will round it a little bit more. This, I like this. Okay, let's see if I mirror it. It's doing something. Can I do something here? I probably can. I can maybe select this edge here, duplicate, separate. I'm gonna remove the solidify. I don't want the solidify anymore. Not the weld too. And then if I select every edge and then just make an extrude on the z-axis like this. I should do this. I'm gonna do a symmetry on the z. Perfect. So this I'm gonna bring it way back and there, and I even gonna make a crease there. Or maybe not, the crease is not a good idea. Okay, so this way I'm gonna be able to make a solidify. Yes, and I figure that I want to be even less thicker. Perfect, so it's following the okay, what if okay, this one I want to have a less thickness, so what I can do is select those inverts, assign everything into my group with a value of 1, so that in my vertex group all the vertex but the one I want less thickness is gonna have a value of 1, so that when I go to my solidify modifier I can put the group. Here you go. So you see now I've got less thickness there. That's exactly what I wanted. And let me see if I pushing it a little bit outward. I'm gonna make a bevel with just 2, and the bevel is gonna be before the subdivision. Yes. Really? No. It's because I had some stuff selected. Okay. Let's try again. Maybe for have a clearer vision. Ah, no, it's because it's really. You know what? Forget about the bevel. is gonna be plenty enough. So let's see, we're gonna bring our shader, we're gonna do the shader, so this is gonna be the cell shading style. So I need to bring back my, I'm gonna call that weapon. I need to bring back the light from this scene, my main scene. Holy shit. There you go. Just give me a little couple of minutes. So this is our main scene. I said that I wanted to bring my lighting, actually my camera and my sun, so I'm bringing it to my weapon scene like this. So if I'm going back to my weapon scene, holy shit, I think that the weapon is really small. Have I an issue of units? I think I do. Yeah, that's annoying with Blender. Damn, that's really annoying with Blender. The thing is, if I'm scaling it, all my bevel is gonna be messed up. Like, and if I'm applying the scale, yeah, it's all gonna be messed up. That's fuck. That's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, you know what? Let's live with the unit of 1. Too bad. Okay, so hey, wait a minute. Why I can't see the? Did not I bring the lighting at the camera? Let me try again. Oh, it's because it was not selectable. Okay, my bad. So now it should work if I'm doing a link scene, weapon. Let me see. There you are. Okay. So if I'm watching into my camera with my, I see that's my the lighting is following the camera, which is good. That's exactly what I want. So this way I'm gonna be able to work with the shading. So let's go into the shading layout. So this one we're gonna create a new shading because this one is gonna be in metal, or maybe in, you know what? Let's bring first the golden stuff. Yeah, yes. I'm gonna give it the same treatment. For now, I'm just gonna go with material that I already created for this guy, for the guy, and see if I need more or not. I'm guessing I'm gonna need more, but who knows. So let's go for the blind. This is gonna be metal 2. Yeah, it's definitely going to need more. All right. Let's add the outline too. So I'm gonna select everything. I'm gonna save it. It's always a good idea to save, eh? And let's bring the outline. Holy shit! Yeah, fuck, man. It's this unit scale thing in Blender is always fucking me everything. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna. It's gonna take me some time, but I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna work properly. So I'm gonna work with a unit of 0.1. when I created this scene, I didn't do it the proper way. So I'm gonna scale around the cursor 100. Wait. Okay. And I'm gonna apply the scale, and it's gonna mess up on my bevel. I know that. There you go. So now I'm gonna go each of them. I'm gonna go find my solidify, multiply by 100. That's good. Next, same thing here. 100. The world tool, and I think there is a bevel on this one. Why are you so? Ah, no, it's because okay. So that's fine for you. Multiply by 100. Okay, thank you. Do you have a bevel modifier? No, you don't. This one. Okay, no. This one 100. The bevel also need a bump. Okay, you good to go. The bevel. Thank you. Next. Okay, next. Okay, and this one might need a bevel also. I'm gonna give you a bevel like this. Do I need? I don't need that much segment, so because it's hidden. But hey, okay. So let's go with that. So that's means now I can add my outline. It should be good. Let me see. Holy shit, something is wrong. Oh, is it because my weapon is so fucking big? Oh man, it is. Another mistake I did. I didn't check the scale before doing anything. What is going on today for me? Let's see. If I'm going like that, and then I'm playing with the thickness, does it? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna be fine playing like this. Next time I'm gonna have to walk more carefully. So let's go with that, and I'm gonna want to remove. This is ugly, and I'm gonna want to remove the outline here. The good thing is I can just go to the weight pants and paint a value of 0 here. Come on. Oh no, I need the draw brush. So I set a value of 0, and you see that's just by painting like this I can remove the outline effect on this thing, and it's already looking better. There is also a parameter I can play with that's help, especially with spiky area, and it's the what is it? I forgot the name. Where are you? Is it normal material? Nope. Edge data maybe. Thickness clamp. Okay, this one. You see what I mean? So sometimes it can help. Sometime, not every time. Like right now it doesn't help at all. So forget about this. That was a bad idea. We're gonna do the manual way. So I'm just gonna grab my weight pen and just draw, and I'm gonna draw. Am I on the weight? Oh, okay. For some reason I wasn't in the proper mode. Now it's better. I can manually tone down the thickness here. Not sculpt the weight. We're gonna do the same thing here because it triggered me. And here too. Like this. It's gonna be good. Maybe I went a little bit too much here. We can play with these two on some area to really go crazy on the outline. Maybe it could be interesting shapes. I think it is. So let me bring a little bit more shape here. Yeah, I think it's good. Just to make it a little even more clean, I'm gonna smooth a little bit so that we don't see too weird angles. Too much weird angle in the outline. So I think we are on a good start. Let's save it. And definitely I think I want to have more different material. Right now it's just two different material. It's not so good. Okay, this one need to have less. The thickness is not so bad, not so good. Sorry. So let's go with that. So let's get back to the material. So let's create another material for this piece here, and we're gonna keep the metallic effect, but we're gonna give it another color. So with the color 05 active, I'm gonna duplicate it and give it another name. Just color 06 is gonna be fine enough, and I'm gonna create another group for my color with. So I'm gonna duplicate. I'm gonna make it unique, and I'm gonna call it, let's say, black iron. We're gonna go with black iron color for this one. So black iron 01. I'm gonna make it safe to keep. So this way, if I'm going into my group and changing the value of the color, it's gonna... No? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, there you go. So you are walking, but... Oh, it's the okay. It's the specular tool that needs to be tweaked too, like this. The question is, do I like it? Maybe a little bit more roughness. No, less roughness. Okay, I can live with that, you know what? And the more I see it, I think for the handle, I'm gonna create I'm gonna separate that in two, and I'm gonna just make an handle for that, and I'm gonna give it, so I'm gonna be able to give it a new color, a more vivid color for this one. Something is really wrong. What wrong did I do again? Oh, the bevel, right? No, no. The bevel is... the outline is before the bevel. That shouldn't be like that. there is not so much to do because it's well hidden by the clothes, but still need a little bit more love. So let's go with that, but before that I need to bring some references for the anatomy references, but the anatomy references I'm gonna keep it on my second screen because I'm a little bit scared of the Twitch robot or the YouTube robot that's gonna consider that some like pornography stuff, just because it's a naked human. So for this, before I'm doing anything like sculpting, maybe I should optimize a little bit my mesh. So the only thing that is visible skin related is, okay, this might be visible if it's moving the clothes, so I'm gonna keep the front of the belly and the torso, but I can safely remove the head because it got a mask. Let's go remove the head. I don't need you anymore. And let's go into sculpting mode, where I'm gonna bring my multi-res subdivision, subdivide a bunch of time, and let's go with, for anything that is organic, I like to use the clay builder brush. Let's give him a little bit more definition in the muscle, you know. So let's work on the intersection between the shoulder, the pectoral muscle, and the biceps. So again, I'm not gonna go too overboard with not gonna spend too much time on this. I feel like I want to finish this quickly. If it was something for my portfolio, for something professional, I would spend more time. But for this project, if I want to be able to go to this end, I need to learn how to let things go, you know, and accept that everything's not gonna be perfect. What I need to spend my energy on is what really makes a difference. So if I feel like the anatomy is not perfect but it's good enough, it's gonna be enough for me. So obviously the shape is not good. this one is... Oh, I can bring that into my wheel. Nope, that's weird. Copy image, paste, there we go. A little bit of sculpting. It's never bad. It's always good for the spirit. A healthy body is a sculpting body. Okay. So, like this, we're gonna smooth everything. So the shape is really weird here. Gonna put a little bit more, some crease to have a sharp. It's gonna be better in cell shading. What, I'm gonna subdivide it a little bit more. Yeah, this computer is old and it starts to have some trouble. With too much subdivision. Okay, almost there. So is it good to put anatomy? Definitely not, absolutely not. Would it be good enough? Maybe. Maybe. I think it would be. I just want a little bit more of a round shape for the shoulder. Like a more spherical shape, you know, the shoulder. So you see that we got this nice shading effect that's starting to happen around here. I might go for even more. Yeah, my computer is starting to get really slow. Maybe 5 sculpting layer is too much for him. It's too bad, but so did it higher. Okay, let's keep with that. Last thing I want to do is a little bit of a pinch, so that it's even more sharp. Where is the pinch again? No, wait, it's the here we go. So it's gonna be even better with the my shading style. So we have some crease, you know. Okay, and the last thing I want a little bit more thickness in the outline, so I'm gonna go to my outline vertex group and just I'm gonna bump these to, oh, you know what, actually I'm gonna paint it with the white paint so that I'm gonna be able to really bump it here. So I'm probably gonna remove the multi-rays because it's really starting to slow down my computer and it's starting to get really difficult for me to work with. But if we go like something like that, are you working in symmetry? No, you're not, obviously. Of course you're not. Like the, oh, I went a little bit too much, and let's smooth it. Why the symmetry is not working, I don't know. Isn't my mesh symmetrical? Okay, so I can bring back my multi-rays modifier, and now I need to make some adjustments. In the objects around my arm. So first of all, let's go with this one. I also need to tweak this so that it fits the arm and the modification we did on the arm. Do you enjoy the playlists? I have no idea if it's gonna be okay with the Twitch bot and the YouTube bot, but I really wanted to try something else rather than the usual, you know, lo-fi copyright-free music. I'm starting to get a little bit fed up with the music. It's good, but I needed to change a little bit. Okay, so I guess that's gonna be enough. You know what? Let's end the sculpting there. I think we are mostly done. For an enemy like this, it's gonna be enough. For a character like this, it's gonna be enough. Doesn't need the extra step. I think it's gonna be enough to call it done. Alright, so that was the objective. That was the goal for this stream. I'm happy that I made it to the end. I'm happy to have something that I can call mostly done. That's pretty good. So that's pretty good because that's gonna be our main enemy, our main first character and enemy, and it's cool to start to see him taking life, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna save it here, and I'm gonna stop the stream now, which is a good time to stop the stream because the next time we're gonna be able to start working on the everything that is texturing side. So that it's gonna be cool too. So thank you everybody being there. Thank you for coming by, saying hi, and having a chat with me, and I hope that you'll be back for the next stream. Probably I'm gonna try to make 2 streams now per week, so the next one's probably gonna be Thursday. Let's try with that. Let's try with Thursday, same hour, which means time from New York, it's gonna be around 7 PM, and I hope you're gonna be there. See ya, bye.